So here in my hand, I have two very full credit card binders. Now, over the past few years, it took me a while to accumulate this collection that you see right here. And over those few years, I had to go through hours upon hours of research every single day, trying to figure out the good credit cards, the ones I need, and even the ones that are bad and the ones that I should avoid. Now, lucky enough for you, you don't have to do any of that research because I'm gonna be going over exactly everything I've learned over the past few years in the best credit cards that you need to look out for this year. And believe it or not, guys, there are some extremely terrible credit cards. Some of them are borderline predatory.
It's the biggest scam in freaking history.
Now, I am personally so grateful that I found out about the credit card points and miles community a few years back because I haven't really done much. I just use my credit cards in replacement of my debit card. I do the same everyday purchases that I normally would. And within a few years, I managed to accumulate over millions of credit card points that are worth tens of thousands of dollars that I'm just sitting on. Usually to accumulate tens of thousands of dollars, I would have to work for it. In this instance, when you know how credit cards work and you understand the benefits, the great thing is you don't have to really work for it. You just do whatever you're doing already. You just add credit cards to the mix and you're accumulating free benefits and free rewards. Now, if you're a little new to the space and you've heard the term that credit cards are bad for you and they're something that you shouldn't mess around with, trust me, I was in your situation not too long ago, but that's what this whole channel is about. We're not going to be talking about why credit cards are beneficial and what you should actually know. You can watch some of my older videos to get a better idea of that. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down 7 of the best credit cards. I'll give you my personal recommendation, the credit score that you need, and why they are the best. In addition to that, I've made it easy for you to follow along in this video. So if you open up the video description, you're going to see some chapter outlines. And if you want to skip or fast forward ahead to different parts, you can go ahead and do that. But I highly recommend you to watch this entire thing because you don't want to miss out on some of the value that I may provide because there are some things that have changed that you may not know about this year. Now, on top of that, to make this video even more easy to understand, what I went ahead and did was separate 7 different subcategories that each credit card dominated in. So we're going to have the best starter card, the best cashback credit card, the best grocery card, the best card for dining, the best welcome bonus card, the best travel card, the best 0% interest card, and the best business credit card. Whoops, are we at 8 credit cards? I think we are at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're at 8 credit cards, but we're just going to go ahead and say this is the 7 best. I don't know why. For some reason, 7 just seems to be the magic number where the YouTube algorithm favors that. So we'll go ahead and just say 7, and then we'll add a +1 at the end of it. Now, before we get started with this video, you know the drill. Go ahead and drop a like down below on this video. This is going to be one of the most educational, informative videos that you're probably going to watch on YouTube. And if you want to go ahead and tell the algorithm, hey, I enjoy learning more, I want to see content similar to this, drop a like down below. The algorithm will take care of it, and you'll also be supporting this channel as well at no cost to you. So thank you again for watching this video, liking this video, and let's get into the value now. So for the best starter card of 2021, let's talk about what I have on this list. Now, there is one particular card that has been the industry standard for as long as we can remember on this channel, but because of some issues with compliance and them not wanting to talk about it, I found an alternative card. That other card that I can't mention on this channel is still a great pick. So if you're wondering why I didn't include it, it's just mainly because of compliance. They don't want me talking about it on this YouTube channel for whatever reason. So I went ahead and named another alternative right here. This card is going to be the Citi Double Cash card. Many of you guys may have heard of it. Surprisingly enough, many of you guys may actually have this card in your wallet. So when it comes to the Citi Double Cash card, they do a great job in nailing down the basics and the fundamentals of having an easy, straightforward credit card. To start, the approval rate is pretty high compared to other issuers in the industry. When we're talking about a starter credit card and most people applying for these cards who don't have a credit score, the most important thing that they can look into or have on their side is getting approved for these cards. The Citi Double Cash card has an extremely high approval rate. They have no annual fee. You get 2% cash back on everything. It is simple to use, and there's a little bit more icing on the cake. You get 18 months of 0% APR. Out of all the cards that Citi has on its lineup, because of how simple this card is and because of how easy to use it is, I'm going to recommend this as the best starter card for this year. If you're looking to apply for this card, the recommended credit score that I say you should have would be at least at least 580. Now, I know there are people who do get approved with scores less than that. I know there are people who get denied with 830 credit scores. This is highly dependent on what time of year it is, what the banks are up to, and what your personal credit profile entails. So if you hear me giving a credit card score recommendation for each individual card, they're not verified or anything. They're just my personal opinion. If you have a good score, if you have a bad score, either way, something could happen, but this is what I would just say Brian Jung's recommended score is. So number 2 on this list is gonna be the best cashback credit card. For this right here, we have personally one of my favorite credit cards for this past year that recently got a buff. This is going to be the Chase Freedom Flex card. Previously, this was known as the Chase Freedom card. They've added a whole ton of different benefits that I'm going to share with you right here. So to start, with the Chase Freedom Flex card, you get 5% cash back on rotating categories up to $1,500 per quarter. You can also find yourself getting 5% cash back on Lyft through March 2022. You can also get 5% cash back on travel purchased through the UR portal, 3% on dining, 3% on drugstore purchases, and 1% back on everything else. Unlike the Citi Double Cash card, you do get a little bit more with this card, and that is going to be the welcome bonus, which is an amazing benefit itself right there. So with the Chase Freedom Flex card, if you spend $500 in 3 months, you'll be getting $200 cash back. So that means for $500 of purchases you make on that credit card, you're essentially getting 40% back off on everything in the form of points and cash back. The benefit that you have with Chase is that once you accumulate a good amount of cash back or points or whatever it is on your account, you can transfer that for whatever you want. So if you have a Chase Sapphire Preferred card, you can transfer your Chase Freedom cash into points. Vice versa, you can do whatever you want. So that's why I say points and cash. Some additional things to note about this card as well. It has no annual fee, you get cell phone protection, and you can redeem your cash or transfer them out for points. The recommended credit score for a card like this is gonna be 650, but because of the current pandemic that is going on in this world, I would encourage you to have a score of at least 700, but I've heard people with scores of 600 still getting approved for this card. Your miles may vary. Now, before we talk about the third card on this list, we do have a special sponsor for today's video, and that is going to be Crypto.com. So if you didn't know, I actually have been using Crypto.com for a very long time. This is actually their debit card that they supply you with, and pretty much you can buy crypto, sell crypto, stake crypto, transfer crypto, and put it on a debit card and use this debit card. So essentially, you can buy things with crypto because you have a card like this. Crypto.com has an incredible app that you can use. The interface is extremely awesome. And if you are interested in learning more about cryptocurrency, because it has been an incredible year for people in this niche, you should definitely check out Crypto.com, listed down below in the description. I have a special promo code as well. You get $25 if you sign up using my link down below. The referral code for that is gonna be Jung, Jung. So go ahead and enter that when you sign up. It's gonna be a free $25 once you do go through the entire account process. But yeah, that is Crypto.com. I just want to give them a last little shout out. So thank you so much again to the team at Crypto.com for sponsoring today's video, and on to the third best credit card, which is the best grocery card for 2021. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do spend a good amount of money at the grocery store. I think if you are into fitness or anything at all, or if you just want to eat to survive, grocery store spend is something that you want to capitalize. With this type of category, there are many different cards that benefit this as well. The Chase Freedom Flex card had a promotion where they're giving you 5% back on US supermarkets and grocery stores. It was amazing. I don't believe that promotion is going on anymore moving into the new year, so we can't include that for this. There are a couple other cards on this list, but the one card on this list that truly stood out was the American Express Blue Cash Preferred. So this card currently has a limited time promotion where they're giving you $300 cash back after you spend $3,000 in 6 months in the form of a statement credit. With welcome bonuses, oftentimes the limit is 3 months, but American Express has extended this offer towards many of their cards for a 6-month period. So if you don't spend that much money, you don't really have to be worried because most people are going to be able to spend that much money in the span of half a year. Now, the next thing to note is this card does come with a little bit more icing on the cake. You get 0% intro APR for 12 months at the time of this recording. With even those few benefits alone, many people will argue that the Blue Cash Preferred is one of the most underrated credit cards out on the market, but that's not even where we stop. The cashback categories that you get with a card like this is absolutely phenomenal. So with the Blue Cash Preferred card, you can earn 6% cash back at US supermarkets on up to $6,000 per year. You can also get 6% cash back on select US streaming subscriptions, and you get 3% cash back on transit. This includes taxi, ride shares, parking, tolls, trains, buses, and more. You can also find yourself getting 3% cash back at US gas stations, and you get 1% cash back on all other purchases. Now with a card like this, you have to imagine that there is an annual fee. The answer to that is yes and no. So for the first year that you hold this card, it's a $0 annual fee. That's absolutely crazy. The second year after that, it's gonna be $95. There are many cards out on this market that charge an annual fee of double of what this does, and it comes with half the benefits. This is absolutely one of the most underrated credit cards. If you're looking to get 6% back on grocery store spend, aside from the other cards on this market, I would say this is pretty dang competitive. Now, the Blue Cash Preferred card, I do recommend that you have a pretty decent score. 650 is really going to be the bare minimum on this card, but I highly recommend you to have a score of at least 700 if you want to get approved. Now, before we talk about the next best dining credit card for this year, I do have to mention, if you are interested at all in applying for any of these cards, check out the links down below in the description under Brian Jung's top card picks. These will all be listed there. They don't cost you a single thing, but they do significantly support this channel. You don't have to use those links if you don't want to. It's all good. But if you do want to check out some of these credit cards, I do have links down below in the description that you can also check out. Now, on to the next one. This is going to be the best credit card for dining, and we got the American Express Gold Card for this category. So this shouldn't come to anybody's surprise. Ever since American Express came out with a revamp where the gold card has now got a whole new metal refresh, it has been people's favorite card. Now, although a credit card like this has a pretty high annual fee of $250, watch some of my older videos talking about how you get way more value than the annual fee you pay, and the break-even point is smothered down below with all the credits that you get. This is a no-brainer if you're looking to have a primary everyday driver for going out, getting food, or getting dining. Now with a card like this, you can earn 4x back at US supermarkets on up to $25,000 per calendar year. You get 4x back on restaurants. You get $120 dining credits, which you can use at Grubhub, Seamless, The Cheesecake Factory, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, Boxed, and Seamless as well. Did I just say Seamless twice? With the American Express Gold Card, I recommend you to have a credit score of at least 680. Because of the pandemic, I would say that should go up a little bit. If you have a score anything under than 700, I can't guarantee you're going to get an automatic approval, but if you do have a higher credit score, you'll have a higher chance of getting approved for a card like this. Don't be afraid of the annual fee. I know many people are. Don't be afraid. The credits make it worth it. If you want to learn more about the American Express Gold Card, just type in Amex Gold on YouTube search and you'll see one of my videos pop up. Watch one of those to see if this card makes sense for you. Now, the next category on this list is going to be a card for the best welcome bonus available. So hands down, I believe this is going to be the Chase Sapphire Preferred. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you can find yourself earning 60,000 points after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. That is equivalent to $1,200 if you get a 2 point to 1 cent redemption. Now, if you don't and you get a 1 point to 1 cent, that's still $600 by spending that required amount and owning this credit card. The Chase Sapphire Preferred doesn't have any significance in other categories like the cashback category. You get 2x back on travel and dining. It's okay. It's not the best. I would say you should get this card for that welcome bonus, knock it out, and consider moving on to another card. What I personally did with my Chase Sapphire Preferred card is once I got it, I did downgrade it over into the Chase Freedom Unlimited. That was just the thing that makes the most sense. Once you have about 14, 15 credit cards, it doesn't make sense to hold a credit card that has an annual fee that isn't able to compete with other cards that have no annual fees at all. The recommended credit score for the Chase Sapphire Preferred is going to be 700. If you have anything lower than this, I don't think you'll get approved. So I do recommend you to have a pretty good credit score in order to qualify for a card like this. The next category that we have on this list is going to be the best travel credit card. So this is personally one of my top 3 credit cards. It is always in my wallet, and this is going to be the American Express Platinum credit card. So in terms of credits, you can find yourself getting $200 for Uber Rides or Uber Eats every single year. You can get a $100 statement credit towards Saks Fifth Avenue. And you can also find yourself getting a ton of Amex offer credits, which have been killer this past year in terms of free benefits that American Express is handing out to their cardholders. As soon as 2021 started, they came out with the Home Depot credit and the Best Buy credit to select users. I was lucky enough to get that, and right there, that was a free $200 credit added onto my account. The reason why I mentioned the significance of those, even though those aren't really travel benefits, is because this card does come with a pretty significant annual fee, and many people are concerned about the break even and whether or not this card would cost them more money or give them benefits. Based off of what we've seen from 2020 and even the beginning of 2021, American Express is not going to hesitate in order to keep current cardholders, especially while many people are restricted in traveling. Now, even if that wasn't the case, this is still a magnificent card for traveling. You can find yourself getting Marriott Gold status, Hilton Gold status, you can get elite car rental status, you get a free concierge cell phone number that you can contact with regards to pretty much anything you need, as long as it's legal. And you get a free TSA PreCheck credit. So with the American Express Platinum Card, you can find yourself getting a ton of free benefits. I've talked about some of the secret benefits of status matching back before in the past. If you've never heard of this before, it is one of the most amazing things that you can do with credit cards. So say this is my Platinum Card, say this gives me Marriott Gold. I can go over to a casino or another hotel and be like, hey, look, I have a Platinum Card, I got Marriott Gold on my account. I want you guys to match me and give you your elite status as well. You can do this, an elite status and status match, and then do the whole train of it. And at some point, when you get status at other particular places, you can get free hotel nights. You can get free hotel upgrades. You can get literally a free night in Atlantis in the Bahamas. That was amazing. So the best travel credit card, in my opinion, is going to be the American Express Platinum Card. Now, another card that competes heavily with that is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. At the moment, I am still hands down Team American Express, and I would consider my Platinum Card over the Reserve any single day. I made a video on my channel talking about the differences between the two and why I chose one card over the other. So if you guys are curious about which card is better and why in terms of luxury travel benefits, check out that one at the end of this video. Now, the next thing we have on this list is going to be the best 0% interest credit card. So on this channel, we often don't talk about credit cards that carry a balance. I don't recommend it at all, but I do know that many people are going through some very difficult, rough financial times. You may have experienced some unprecedented events where maybe you lost your job or maybe a significant medical bill came up. Who knows? 0% intro APR credit cards are absolutely a lifesaver because you don't have to pay interest on those amounts, and you can get a fixed line of credit that can really cover your butt for the next few years. Now, the card that I have on this list is going to be the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. With this card, you can get 0% intro APR for 15 months. There are other cards that are stretching it to 18 months that we've mentioned on this list, but the reason why I say the Blue Cash Everyday is because it is pretty easy getting approved for an American Express card. Now, if you do have a terrible score, I'm not going to say you're 100% guaranteed to get approved for a card like this, but in terms of other issuers in the past, American Express does a good job of approving new applicants into their lineup, especially with cards that have a longer 0% intro APR. Now, with the Blue Cash Everyday card, you can also find yourself earning $300 cash back. You'll get 20% back on Amazon.com purchases on the card within the first 6 months of card membership. They kept that out at $200 back, and then you can earn $100 after you spend $1,000 on purchases within the first 6 months of card membership. So if you're looking for a good no interest APR card, you can find yourself getting a welcome bonus promotion on top of that. Now, the Blue Cash Everyday card is spectacular in another category, and this is going to be the cashback rewards that you can get. With this card, you can earn up to 3% cash back at US supermarkets on up to $6,000 per year. You can earn 2% cash back at US gas stations and 2% back on US department stores, and you get 1% cash back on everything else. Now, to sum this video up, we're going to end on the best business credit card for this year. So many people ask me this question all the time, Brian, what is the best business credit card that you can get out here? And this really just depends on what your goals are. I would normally say that the Chase Inc. business credit cards are superior and dominant in mostly every single way, but I did have to change up my ranks a little bit because it seems like not many people can still get approved for the Inc. cards. In my personal opinion, the best business credit card is going to be the American Express Blue Business Plus card or the Capital One Spark card. Now, this is based on the circumstance that people are just trying to get approved for these cards, and it's not really about the welcome bonuses associated. With the American Express Blue Business Plus card, you can find yourself getting 2x back on everything up to $50,000 per year. This card also does come with a 0% intro APR bonus for 12 months. The reason why I have this considered as the best business credit card is because they do approve a lot more candidates than other competitors in the market, and they do a good job with customer support and just having a good relationship with consumers that do pick up a card like this. Once you get settled down with one business credit card, it's a lot easier getting approved for other ones in the near future, and I would recommend you to start out with this if you don't have any at all. To get approved for this card, I do recommend you to have a score of at least 715, but I have seen people get approved with scores lower than that. So that was my video talking about the 7 best credit cards plus the bonus one. Technically makes it 8, but that was my video right there. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share this with a friend. Check out the links down below again if you are interested at all in applying for any of the cards that I mentioned in this video. Now, I do have one last little treat for you. If you do want to sign up for Robinhood, I have a special promo link. This is not going to be available for the remainder of the year. This is just a limited time promotion for our Jungie viewers. So if you want 4 free stocks with Robinhood, I don't believe that they've ever done this in the past. Sign up using my link down below, deposit whatever amount you want into the app. They don't have a minimum requirement at all. It could be $5, $10, but what's going to happen is you'll get 1 free stock with Robinhood using my link down below, and towards the beginning of February, they're going to gift your account another 3 free stocks. One of those stocks could be worth up to $200. I had a recent subscriber just comment on my video and tell me that he won an Apple stock, which is absolutely amazing. So guys, if you want to have a chance of winning some additional stocks, completely free money, check out the link down below in the description. But like always, thank you all so much again for watching this video. If you are interested at all in stock content, credit card content, or overall business and finances, consider subscribing to this channel. I would love for you guys to join us on this ride. So thank you all so much again for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, peace out.